Welcome to part 2 of the Types of e-learning series, which covers 8 types of e-learning to consider based on the level of content adaptability, teacher-learner interaction, and collaboration you need. If you haven't already, make sure to watch part 1, which explains fixed and adaptive e-learning. This video will focus on synchronous, asynchronous, linear, and interactive e-learning, which all vary in terms of learner and instructor interaction. Synchronous and asynchronous e-learning. Synchronous e-learning requires students and their instructor to interact simultaneously in real time. For example, through virtual classrooms, chat, video, or audio conferencing. This style of e-learning is useful when teaching material that requires immediate feedback to keep students on track. It's also especially beneficial when students are struggling with certain topics, as they have instant access to teachers who can provide on-the-spot assistance. However, while this style is definitely more interactive, it's not always accessible to all students. There can be a lack of flexibility as sessions have to be held at certain times or frequencies. In contrast, asynchronous e-learning enables students to complete their course in their own time. Students are provided with web-based training, which they can attend at their availability, but without live, real-time interaction with an instructor. Instead, interaction is limited to formats such as email, message boards, and discussion forums. This style of e-learning best suits students with time constraints or busy schedules, as it affords them the flexibility to access the material at their preferred times. However, given that interaction with other learners or mentors can be restricted, students may feel isolated, and there's also a risk they become complacent when studying, since there are minimal checks to keep them on track. Linear and interactive e-learning. Linear e-learning styles focus on one-way communication from instructors to students. Instructors can decide the order, time, and speed of which they present the learning content. Examples of this type of e-learning can be online modules, videos, articles, or podcasts. This style suits situations where information needs to be distributed at a large scale. However, the obvious setback is that there is little to no communication between instructors and learners. On the flip side, interactive e-learning allows an open line of communication between teachers and students. Based on this two-way feedback, both parties can change their teaching and learning processes as they see fit. This style of e-learning works well with limited, close-knit group environments and helps to foster student independence as they have a say in their learning. It is also more tailored to the learner's preferences, allowing for greater engagement. However, interactive e-learning may not be suited for large groups, as instructors can have difficulty trying to accommodate and manage the preferences of each individual. Synchronous, asynchronous, linear, and interactive e-learning all have their benefits and drawbacks. A key consideration is the level of teacher-student interaction, flexibility, and accessibility you'd like to incorporate into your course. Continue to part 3, the final installment of this series, which will cover individual and collaborative e-learning, as well as a summary of factors to think about when choosing the right e-learning type for you. Want to learn more tips and strategies? Visit interserv.com.au to find out how we can help you with your education and training needs.